Hey y'all. Um, this is pretty crazy. It's a new season for hockey. Oh, I cannot believe it. I'm so happy hockey's back, finally back. And well, the Hawks are playing. So, I mean, I'm so pumped. We're gonna get some hockey back. Make sure I got this open. This is the chat. Have the chat up. All right. We're making it work here, buddy. I mean, it's the last play-by-play stream that was 5 days ago on Thursday night. Did the first half of the Falcons Buccaneers game. I'm gonna be honest, a little upset I did not stick around and do the second half of that one because that ended in a great way. But you move on, right? It's not the end of the world. You move on and make it happen. But yeah. Hold up, guys. Oh, come on. All right. Well, I know. I'm watching the end of the oh my gosh, of the Bruins Panthers game. I'm watching ESPN right now, and we've got the night. We got a nice game here. Panthers rolling, which is good stuff. And all right, game over. Panthers win 6-4 over the Boston Bruins in a nice win on a banner-raising night, the first in franchise history. They dominated in this game. 2 late goals in garbage time for the Bruins. They just mopped the floor with them. I was watching pretty much the entire way. I think I walked in, it was 2-0 Florida, and that was it. Also, got to give props to John Buccigross for stepping in and calling that game remotely. That's not an easy task. Yeah, of course, wearing the Hawks shirt. You got the decal in the background here, as if it wasn't. Oh, if it was, if it's a, as if I didn't make it clear that I am a Hawks fan. But there's a lot of new stuff, and I did my due diligence this time around to really prep for this, as if I was going to be doing this kind of professionally in a sense. Obviously, not with the amount of detail that the people who are working for ESPN and what Bob Wischusen is going to be using tonight. But as what I've been able to use over the last couple of years with the hockey games I've been calling for my university. So, I just kind of was able to. I know how to put together a hockey call sheet the way I want and the way that I know it. So this and I've got some experience. So this isn't going to feel. Hopefully, it's not going to feel very rough around the edges. But who knows? It's been a while since I've done a live hockey game because again, school ended and my last hockey game was. At least the last one that I was in person for was all the way back in February. So we'll see what happens here. Yeah. Anyways, big game. First game in Utah Hockey Club history. Because of course, remember the history of the Arizona Coyotes is not transferring to the Utah Hockey Club, so it's a completely fresh slate. It's basically just Vegas and Seattle again. We're basically going to have to treat this as an expansion franchise, except they stole a franchise, basically, and they moved the Arizona Coyotes, and instead of basically taking the history as the Coyotes ended up doing from the old Winnipeg Jets, the Thrashers, or the Jets did to the Thrashers, and so on and so forth. I think the Carolina Hurricanes still own the Hartford Whalers history. Utah is deciding to wipe the slate clean, start fresh. So, naturally, it is their first franchise game. And I heard John Buchgross say this, so I'm just gonna use this here. It's really funny. Everyone is tied for all-time goal leader from Utah Hockey Club history with 0. So, pretty crazy. But I did find what the starting lineups would be, so I got that kind of all laid out here to see what we've got, defensive pairings and all that stuff. But yeah, Utah is excited. They are pumped for a hockey team. I'm excited for Hawks hockey. Get to see some Connor Bedard year 2. Ooh, yeah, I'm so excited about this. Okay, so we got the anthem going here, but lot of players that, especially when I was going through this here and putting everything in, a lot of guys for this Utah team that are homegrown from their days in Arizona. A lot of guys who have been there, spent their entire career with the then Arizona, with the organization. I'm going to be using that term quite a bit because I don't want to be like with Utah, because of course Utah has no history. So with the organization, I'm going to kind of more say because they were picked up by Utah. Because of course every player on this roster was either signed in free agency or picked up by Utah. So basically transferred from Arizona to Utah. And so I'll be using that term organization as opposed to talking about, like for example, the first captain in Utah Hockey Club history is not Logan Cooley. What am I thinking? Clayton Keller. Clayton Keller has spent, this is going to be his 9th season in the NHL. All 9 seasons, or all 8 previous seasons, were spent with the Arizona Coyotes. So technically this is what I'm going to be saying is his 9th season with the organization in that sense, to kind of get the idea. So, yeah. But yeah, this is pretty awesome. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm really pumped for this. Oh, they're doing some intro video here. About Utah just in general, which is kind of nice. Let's see. Hang on. There we go. Yep, because they're playing in Salt Lake City. I always love these kinds of promos. They're fun. It's good. But it shows that like it's a totally different, like, you got this Rocky Mountain culture, and I'm familiar with this again because obviously I went to school in the Rocky Mountains, so I am very familiar with the culture of it all, which is pretty cool. And I'm very excited, actually. This is going to be really cool. Oh, nice. They got Lauri Markkanen. See, Lauri Markkanen sounds like such a hockey name. It's such a hockey name. But he plays basketball for the Utah Jazz, which is awesome. So, yeah. Nah, good that they got another person in the Utah sports sphere to come over. That's pretty cool. But yeah, so pretty awesome. Listen a little bit.
Let's make it the loudest place to play in the NHL. Let's go.
All right, Ryan Smith. Hey, I love that my boy Nick Foligno is the captain for this team. I know some people wanted Bedard to have the captaincy for the Blackhawks, but you know, sometimes it's not just about being the best player. Look at why Patrick Kane never wore the captaincy or barely ever wore the assistant A. He barely, you know, only up until right when the Hawks were running for their third cup. Like, I don't think Kane had any sort of captaincy for the first 2 cups the Hawks won. So, you know, just because you're good doesn't mean you need to be on the leadership team, which isn't a bad thing. But, you know, Peter Mrazek, the starting goaltender for Chicago, unsurprisingly, 18-30-31-4 last season, which isn't that bad considering that the backup goaltender Arvid Soderblom was 5-22-2. Connor Ingram's getting the start for Utah, 23-21-3 last year with Arizona. Pretty interesting, yeah. Salt Lake City is rocking. Brand new arena that they had to do all these sorts of maneuvers and additions to make it work. And it's finally time. The Utah Hockey Club moments away from starting their first franchise game against the Chicago Blackhawks. We'll see what they can do, taking the remnants of what was a strong finish for the Arizona Coyotes, if I'm correct. Jeannie Bear, the head official for tonight, as Bedard and Barrett Hayton will take the snaps for these teams. And we're underway in Salt Lake City. Top line's out for both teams. Seth Jones has it for the Blackhawks. He sends it into the Utah zone. Stuck in the corner. Is a welcome to the NHL moment for the Utah Hockey Club. Looking for their first win in their first game in these last 3 now expansion efforts. The expansion team is 1-1. Of course, the Vegas Golden Knights won their first game in comeback fashion against the Dallas Stars. The Seattle Kraken lost their first contest on the road against Vegas in a close, hard-fought game. We'll see what Utah can do. They're the first of these 3 teams to have their first home game be the season opener and be their first game. So, should be interesting to see what happens. Also, forgive me for some clock issues if I'm not completely, totally accurate with the clock. So, here we go. Turnover right in front, and the first save made by Connor Ingram in the first save of Utah Hockey Club history. That one on Jason Dickinson, who was tied for the Blackhawks team lead in goals last season with 22. He was tied with Connor Bedard. Dickinson, the center of this third line for Chicago. Dickinson across the blue line just throws one on. It hits the back wall. Taken there by Taylor Hall, who's finally back in the lineup for the Hawks after an injury-shortened season, playing in his second year with the Blackhawks. Tyler Bertuzzi over there, the offseason acquisition, signed in free agency, one of 2 big signings for the Blackhawks. The other main one being the return of Teuvo Teravainen. Cooley turns it over, takes it away, and it was trailing towards Mrazek. Logan Cooley hit by Connor Murphy as it stuck in the right wing circle, right wing corner. Still fighting for it along the boards, and popped up into the air and will trail down to the other end of the ice. This is Vladislav Kolyachonok, who has possession of the puck for Utah. This one touched, so preventing icing. Mrazek sweeps it around, and a stoppage of play here. 17:41 left in the first, no score. And again, You know, it's crazy. We're here. Oh, I put the shot on for the wrong team. Hawks have the shot. But yeah, no, there's a couple of fun names on this Utah team. Of course, the number one being number 52, Vladislav Kolyachonok. Alex Vlasic flipping it around for Craig Smith as he clears the zone. Chasing down for it over there was Patrick Maroon, the offseason acquisition for some veteran presence for this young Blackhawks team. Donato trying to pass it in front into the slot. Quickly played away by the Utah defense. Ingram settles it back for Juuso Valimaki. Pass over to the side along the far boards. Up is Keller. Fans on a shot and quickly cleared away by the Chicago defense. Mikheyev over towards Teravainen, who's taking his first couple moments back with the Blackhawks after being traded away at the tail end of the Hawks dynasty in the mid-2010s. Spent 8 seasons with Carolina as Peter Mrazek makes the first save on the first Utah shot in franchise history. Turnover near towards the net, loose in the right wing circle. Keller. Across. Sean Dursey lost it, and Connor Bedard clears it away. So Clayton Keller will retrieve the puck and flip it around. Trying to figure out where I'm at. All right, here's Allen. Nolan Allen, playing in his first career NHL game tonight after playing 60 games with the Rockford Ice Hogs. First round pick by the Chicago Blackhawks all the way back in 2021, getting his first NHL action with the club. He's paired with Connor Murphy, one of the assistant captains tonight for Chicago. Matthias Michelli passes back to Ian Cole, the veteran defenseman who's playing with his 6th team in 5 years. Here's a shot. Score! It's Dylan Guenther with the first ever Utah Hockey Club goal. It beats Mrazek, and Utah leads 1-0. Dylan Guenther was a first-round pick by the Coyotes. First season with 10-plus goals last year, scored 22 for Arizona, and signed an 8-year deal with Utah in the offseason, making some impressive impacts early in franchise history as he gets the franchise's first goal. Crowd on its feet as they score just about 5 minutes into their existence. Here's Vlasic for Chicago. Alex Vlasic off the end boards and flipped back around by Connor Ingram. Seth Jones with Alec Martinez playing with a team that he downed in the 2014 Western Conference Final. So the Delta Center is rocking after Dylan Guenther scoring the first franchise goal. Martinez with a blast. That gets deflected on the way over. And the puck loosened towards the slot. Here's Donato with a shot. Save made by Ingram. Back out to Jones. Seth Jones. Shooting once towards the net and played away. Pop back out. And Smith trying to play it towards the net. Martinez back over to Jones. Down below. Maroon. Leave it. Maroon In front towards Donato. Bouncing puck. Back to Martinez. Shooting one. Save made by Ingram. Maroon. Waiting. Back towards Seth Jones. Below the red line. Now in the Red Wing circle. Connor Bedard. Fresh off the bench. Circling. Back over to Jones. Towards the net. Missed the net. And Connor Ingram will glove it and shut the door. And so the Utah Hockey Club off to a fast start as Dylan Guenther scores the franchise's first goal to put Utah up 1-0. Well, there you go. There's the first commercial break. Yeah, let's talk about that. That's not good. That's not good at all. Dude, what? Second one. The second shot. It was 2 shots. That's all it took. What in the world? Whatever. That's not ideal. That's not quite ideal. Anyways, some people's thoughts if you're watching. Remember to leave some comments here in the chat if you want to talk to me. I can get to these types of things during commercial breaks for sure. Again, if you've been following the channel for a while, you are aware that my career goal is to be a play-by-play announcer. And so that's the goal. And so, yeah. So yeah, this is how I'm trying to practice, trying to get some reps, yeah, want to just offer my honest thoughts and reactions to you guys as well. So want to be able to kind of chat it up with you guys, if you are So again, if you have any comments, let me know, and I will. I will respond during commercial breaks or during stoppages of play. Yeah. So, head coach Andre Tourigny hyping up the Utah team in the locker room, trying to show the importance of history. Not a good start. Not a good start at all. Oh, shoot, I started the clock. So the Hawks trying to even this game up after a early goal for Utah from Dylan Guenther. They're on the move again. It's Jack McBain. Over for Logan Cooley, the star first-round selection from the then Coyotes. Still poked along the near boards. Here's McBain trying to pass it in front of the net. Passes back up top. Here's a blast and a save made by Peter Mrazek. And he kind of needs that one. 3 shots on goal for Utah now, and he's got a goal. Sometimes that's the hardest save to make. The first one after a goal. So big time save from Mrazek to kind of get his confidence back. But Hawks playing on their back foot right now. Behind the pace of the game. Shot towards, then it gets deflected back. Again, third franchise to make their debut in the past 8 seasons. First team to score first. Ian Cole. Passes across, and here's Dickinson to take it away for Chicago and clear it away. Nick Foligno, the captain, leaves it behind. And it's backhanded into the Utah bench by TJ Brody. Another offseason acquisition for this new look Chicago team who has just had a ton of turnaround, lots of veteran presence for the young, to help out the young superstar Connor Bedard. Luke Richardson entering his 3rd season with the Blackhawks as head coach. Of course, they're looking for some of this young depth to make some presence known in tandem with this veteran presence that has come in the offseason. Moves like Tyler Bertuzzi and Teuvo Teravainen, TJ Brody, Alec Martinez, Pat Maroon. So many players that are signed and now a part of this Blackhawks team that have lots of NHL experience. So another stoppage of play here. But yeah, high hopes for this Blackhawks team. A lot of people in Chicago really think that this team's going to the playoffs. I don't think they get there. I don't think this is a year they get to the playoffs. I think they're 1 year away. And if they do, they probably sneak in as the second wild card, or it's probably sneak in as a wild card team unless the Central is really weak this year, which I don't think is the case. I think it's pretty clear that Dallas and Colorado will fight for playoff spots. I think that third spot's a little open, but I think it's pretty clear that it's Dallas and Colorado, the front runners for the division. Of course, Utah playing in the Central Division, taking over for the aforementioned Arizona Coyotes. Poked around the right wing corner in the Utah zone. Now Michael Kesselring, whatever it was. Blackhawks had just 2.2 goals per game, which was the lowest in the league last year. Of course, that's something they're trying to vastly improve with all these new acquisitions they got in the offseason. Kevin Stenlund lifts it into the Chicago zone, where it's quickly played away by Seth Jones. Puck loose in the neutral zone and taken by Utah. O'Brien lets off a big hit on Alec Martinez, taken now by Stenlund as he fights with a Blackhawk along the far wall. As Mikheyev lifts it up, that was Connor Bedard. Teuvo Teravainen chasing down Vladislav Kolyachonok. And it's cleared up ice. Quickly poked away as a near turnover by Jack McBain. Teravainen hit off the puck, loose along the near boards, and trailing towards the left wing corner in the Chicago zone. Cooley towards the net, in front, off the post from Jack McBain. Nearly gave Utah a 2-0 lead in their first ever game. So loose along the far board, along the near boards again, and a turnover by TJ Brody. Kept in the zone. Dursey shooting one high over the net. Utah keeps it in the offensive zone. Logan Cooley. Back up top, Dursey. Kicked over and played off the boards by Sergachev. Clayton Keller. Looking for a pass. And will be cleared down. Icing called against Chicago. I do like what I saw out of that goal by Utah. We were pushing a little. Yeah, that goal was nice. It was a nice little shot from Dylan Gunther. And, yeah, they're making it work. They're doing a good job here to start, like, their franchise. I think that they're doing a good job here. They're looking composed. They're looking like a team. And that's... And honestly, it's really helpful. They didn't have an expansion draft or anything like that. They had, they just got to take what was left from Arizona and decide to keep her, leave the player. So there's a lot of pieces from that Arizona team that is still here in Utah now. Of course, with some key acquisitions. The biggest one, of course, being Mikhail Sergachev. Here's a shot that gets deflected and hits the backboard. Another whistle as looks like the net is off. About a little over 9 minutes to go here in this first period. It's a 1-0 Utah lead. And, hang on. All right, that's good. They should have... Oh, my God. Okay, we're going to commercial. I'm telling you, that was fun. We need a power play to get Bedard on the ice. Yeah, there haven't been any penalties in this game. Fun stuff. My God, they're doing a commercial for CU. Oh my God. Yeah, no, God, that's funny. Liam O'Brien, spicy tuna. I would love to know where that nickname came from. When at power play, get the Bedard on the ice. Seriously, there haven't been any penalties, so I mean they've been playing clean hockey so far, but it doesn't feel like the Hawks have any control of this game. It feels like it's completely controlled by Utah right now. I think making sure that defensively they can get something going, so that they can get some time in the offensive zone, and make sure that time that is spent is with their top guys out up there. Because while their top line has had some time out there, they haven't really. Again, Connor Bedard playing with two completely new players who, are brand new to the team. Tavo back with the organization after 8 years in Carolina, was not with the team last year. Ilya Mikheyev, not with the team last year. And you're looking at that second line. Taylor Hall, not with the organization very much last year. Only played 10 games. Philip Kurashev, the solid piece who's been there. Tyler Bertuzzi, new signing. So I feel like it's, Jason Dickinson has a nice shot on goal. Yep, that was really nice. A bad turnover. Yeah, again, this is how it went in Pittsburgh last year. Yep, exactly. They were not looking to win that game. That was basically a game where it was like, they weren't going to go ahead and play like, right, yeah, whatever. But, it's... I'm not panicking. I'm not panicking yet. It's the first 11 minutes of the season. So, yeah. Anyways, back to action in Salt Lake City. This is Barrett Hayton over towards Clayton Keller, the captain for this Utah team. Popped up in the air in the neutral zone, and Keller touched it a little too high. High stick called. I'm just going to... I don't know... ESPN, why? It's not 2-1 on shots. I could swear there's more shots on goal. I'm gonna keep my own tally. I'm gonna try and keep my own tally here, because I don't like that. That does not look good. I don't know. Anyways, face-off control by the Blackhawks. Alec Martinez, the veteran defenseman, now leads it up towards Jason Dickinson, taken quickly back by Valimaki. And now loose in the neutral zone, taken by Chicago. Foligno flips it into the offensive zone. Jason Dickinson behind the net. Loses it, or forces the stick to be lost from Kesselring. Jason Dickinson in the neutral zone, trying to pass it back to his defenseman. But now taken back by Chicago. Nick Foligno touches it a little bit, prevents icing. He's going to go chase down the puck behind the Utah net. Foligno back up top. Pass to the defender, Seth Jones with a shot in front, and doesn't quite get to the net. Quickly played away by Utah, and now here they go. Slowing it down is Machelli. Sent in. Allen flips it around the boards. Towards the net, and Mrazek has to make a save. Kurashev up towards Bertuzzi, and now we get a stoppage in play. Doing an upcoming schedule promo. I think that the two games they got for TNT to start the year is pretty good. Rangers, Penguins, and then Avalanche, Golden Knights. That's good. I like that. It's a good doubleheader to start the year. All right, face off in the defensive zone for the Blackhawks. Kurashev trying to clear the puck. Kept in by Utah. Turnover. Back to Dursey. Shoots one. Missed the net. Taken by Gunther, who has the goal. Shot by Dursey. And hit the post. Another lucky break for the Blackhawks. 2 shots that have hit the post from Utah in this first period. That one from Sean Dursey. Looks like they're going to take a look to see if this one went in. From Sean Dursey. Ooh, that went off the post. That did not go in. Let's see it again. Yeah, hits the post. It's crossbar on that one. Holy cow, they're getting real lucky. This could be 3-0 right now. This is brutal. Oh, that was a deflection in front. God, I wish I could get the number there. Oh, well, they're zooming in on Jack McBain. Looks like he got the tip. Wow, that was actually a really good tip and deflection. Nearly got Utah another goal. But for the moment, it stays 1-0. Couple lucky breaks for the Blackhawks. Seth Jones up to Donato. Donato backhanded up towards Pat Maroon, the veteran. Back. Donato turns it over in front. Looking. This is... Oh, it was 27. Oh, Hayton. Oh, my gosh. Shot goes wide of the net. Here's Hayton. Kolyachonok. Across. Tipped in front. And will be cleared away by the Chicago defense. Clayton Keller. Turnover. Back in front. Here's a shot. He fanned on it. And they score on the rebound. Clayton Keller, the captain, puts Utah up 2-0. That's just a bad turnover. That's just a bad turnover in the defensive zone. That is just bad. Smith turns it over, and then, yeah, even with the top pairing, it's like you're just caught in a, you're caught in a break, and Keller's wide open. Like, yeah, Nick Schmaltz fan on the shot, and that honestly was the backbreaker there. Like, if he doesn't fan on that shot, Keller doesn't get that opportunity, and Martinez probably blocks that shot. Yeah, we were just not playing good. Still, yeah, they're just not playing good. Again, Seattle took a 2-0 lead earlier today. Seattle cleared it. Or St. Louis scored 3 in a row pretty quickly to win that game. So, not too concerned again yet. But, not great. Here's Sean Dursey off the face-off. He sends it into the bench. And so a stoppage of play. With 6 minutes to go in this first period, it's now a 2-0 Utah lead. And the fans here at the Delta Center are pretty energized in a sellout crowd. And the Blackhawks bench just not... Pat Maroon arguing with the official for something. Not exactly sure what, but, Gotta adjust. So 6 minutes to go in this first period. Utah leads Chicago 2-0. Sean Dursey up ahead for Logan Cooley. Nice move. Cooley stuck in the slot. Can't get it away from 3 Blackhawk defenders. Here's Alex Vlasic turning it over quickly and quickly banged back in by Utah. Vlasic off the boards. And taken back now by Utah. Another turnover by Chicago. Cannot maintain possession here as icing is called against the hockey club. And, well, this is just not a good start. 5:19 to go in this first period. Jason Dickinson will take the face-off for Chicago. He wins it. Back to the defense. Nolan Allen towards the net. Missed it. And Connor Murphy plays it back. Dickinson up over there. Foligno. Fought forward in the right wing circle. Right wing corner. Dickinson. Over for Foligno. Turnaround shot towards the net. And fanned on. So here is Allen back towards Dickinson. It's blocked. And now a tripping call coming up against Chicago. Jason Dickinson with a clean trip. That is getting called every single time. But it prevents a breakaway. And so it's the first power play of Utah Hockey Club history coming up after the break. Yeah, dude, you can't do that. He's got to break. What are you doing? Dude, this is bad. We only have one good shift. I'd like a goal before the period ends. I would too. But now you gotta kill a penalty. Now your back's against the wall. Your back's already against the wall because you're down 2-0. And now you got, dude, this is just a bad start. It's a really bad start, to be honest. It's a terrible start. I mean, nothing to put it like. That's just bad. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know, man. Dude, this is just ridiculous. I don't know, man. Not feeling good about this right now. At all. At all. Now you gotta go on the PK and kill a penalty. Down 2-0 already, where Utah has all the momentum. I mean, I would not be surprised in the slightest if Utah scored to make it 3-0. Honestly, would not be surprised. So, yeah. Opening night in Salt Lake City, the Utah Hockey Club playing in their first franchise game. They're about to go on the Utah Hockey Club about to go on the power play. Yes, we're in the Winter Classic this year. It's against St. Louis. Shoot, where is it? I want to say it's at Wrigley Field this year, and I want to say they're trying to play it at on New Year's Eve. That's wrong. That's the wrong button. There you go. Keller with the shot blocked. Gunther back up to Sergachev. Flips it back over. Sergachev at the point. Back to Keller. Hayton down low. Schmaltz towards the net. Save made by Mrazek. Hayton keeps possession for Utah. Cleared away by Nick Foligno. Here goes Foligno. He's got a chance with Teravainen. Nick Foligno loses control of the puck as he tried to slow it down. Reversing the former Blackhawk, Nick Schmaltz. Dallas Hayton over to Clayton Keller. Gunther shooting one. Saved by Mrazek. And cleared away. Big clear by Chicago. Chicago's PK was 27th in the league. Utah's power play around average, around the middle point of the league is the Coyotes last year. Michelli over to Doan. Josh Doan. Down low, and he loses the puck. Joey Anderson will clear for Chicago, and Ingram will play it back for Sean Durzi. 45 seconds left on this power play for Utah. Michelli across the blue line. Michelli can't maintain possession. Krause couldn't take control. Hawks will clear as the bouncing puck skips past Durzi's stick. Durzi over towards Michelli. Seth Jones with a good defensive play. Gets it away from him. Turnover in the slot, but quickly played away by the Chicago defense. 15 seconds on the Utah power play. Looks like they're going to kill this one off. And the first power play in Utah Hockey Club history will go as a miss. Cleared once more. That ends the Utah power play. Chicago back to full strength. Connor Murphy just sends it into the Utah zone. Cleared away. Puck loose. Kurashev looking for Bedard. As there was some clear miscommunication on that play, and now quickly cleared down by Utah. Allen trying to clear it out. Leaves it up. Here's Kurashev. Turning around. Finds Connor Murphy. Murphy just sends it around the boards. Into the left wing corner. Here comes Clayton Keller, the captain for this Utah team. Keller to the side. Nick Schmaltz can't get to the puck, and it's cleared down by Chicago. Icing is called against the Blackhawks as they kill the penalty, but can't seem to get some more momentum. But it is a big kill for Chicago. as they were playing on their back foot the entire first period. They're down 2-0. I mean, yeah. It's just gotta find a way to put one in or generate some sort of scoring opportunity. Like, if you can't score, but you get a couple good opportunities, like, you're feeling okay. But this is just a bad first period. Good penalty kill from Chicago. Donato over there in the near boards. It's sent up into the right wing corner. Utah will quickly clear and take possession. Here's Nick Schmaltz trying to send it off the near boards down into the right wing corner in Chicago's defensive zone. Quickly taken by Seth Jones. Up to Taylor Hall. Getting injured for the majority of last season with Chicago. Back in the lineup. Should help the team if he's healthy all season. Donato, fans on a dump in. And now it's Seth Jones who speeds through. It's poked down. Dursey has it for Utah. Cleared up. And now taken back by Chicago. Dickinson trying to get it to Bedard. He couldn't get that pass to him. And now Gunther had his shot deflected, and then a rebound shot saved by Mrazek. Man, that was brutal. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I totally forgot Hall got, injured pretty badly in his knee in Tampa. Forgot it was that bad. .55 seconds left in this first period as a stoppage again have to be made after the faceoff goes right to Peter Mrazek. Chicago struggled in this first period. Really hasn't been able to generate any scoring opportunities. Probably didn't get one of those shots, I'm not going to lie. Bedard goes behind him. Puck loose in the near boards towards the Chicago offensive zone. Still loose. Both teams trying to fight for possession. And taken back there by Utah. Cleared down, and Connor Murphy plays it over to TJ Brody. Brody with 20 seconds left in this first period. Plays it over to Murphy. Back around to Brody. Brody back to Murphy as they cannot shake. Alex Kerfoot sent back in, 10 seconds to go. Played there by Kolyachonok. Taking back O'Brien with 2 seconds, and that does it for the first period here in Utah. It's a 2-0 lead for the Utah Hockey Club, and just about everything that could have gone right for the team has gone right. And they lead 2-0 at the end of the first. First 20 minutes of Utah Hockey Club hockey in the books. They lead 2-0, and it's just a bad start for Chicago. Dude, this is bad. This is just bad. It's a bad start. It's a nice penalty kill at the end. That was a nice penalty kill, I will admit. But yeah, not in this situation, about the worst start to a game that you could have had. Maybe 2 shots on goal. Just nothing going for you in this first period. Couldn't get any offensive possession. Couldn't get any sustained pressure in the offensive zone. I mean, Bedard was barely out there. He was a non-factor. They kept it, yeah. It could have been 4-0. It was that bad. They're lucky that it's 2-0. You got to regroup. You got to find a way to at least score. You have to score in that second period. You cannot go down 3-0. You have to have the next goal in this game. There's my quick analysis. I have food waiting for me downstairs, so I will be right back. Hang on. Let me type this in here. Hang on. For people that would, just for the people that maybe will be straggling in on the stream here over the next little bit. Yeah, it's small. Wow. All right. I'm going to be right back. If you guys want to chat it up here real quick, feel free to do so. I will be back in just a moment. Hi, I'm back. I got food. So we can, I'm going to eat a little bit. Keep dropping some thoughts or some comments. Be happy to chat it up a little bit while I have some food here during intermission. Yeah. Good food. Because again, I am on the Pacific Coast, so this is like late dinner time for us. I mean, most people in Central Time Zone, it's like 10 p.m. right now. People are gearing down. This is like what they're doing before they go back to before they go to sleep. So is this turning into an ASMR stream? Food? What food? I had some Chinese today. Got some Chinese takeout. That's good. Gosh, it feels so good to go in the bye week at 4-2 for the Bears, considering last year by week 6 we were 1-5. For real. 5-3 the next 3 weeks is a possibility. 100%. It is 100% a possibility. Then you have to get up at 6:30 for the Bears game day. Yep, I'm not looking forward to having to get up at 6:30 for the Bears game on Sunday. Not looking forward to it, but it's not the end of the world. It's one time, and probably the only time in like the next probably 5 years. Because who knows? They'll probably find a way to put him in another one of these. I'm just hoping for some stability, adding a few vets. I think the team's also the team has changed a ton in this offseason. Like, guys, I don't think there was a single line combination that is the same from last year. So like all these guys are playing in completely brand new line combinations, brand new teammates for the most part. Like, there's a lot of new in this organization. So I'm not like super shocked that they don't look that good right now. I'm not like taken aback to the point where like I think that they're gonna But that period was bad. But I will cut them a little slack just from the fact that there's a lot of new pieces. It's their first period of real game action together. So, We have to find a way that period was like how to get to know everyone. Period. Yep. We gotta find a way to execute. Yep. Like, also, it was almost like they didn't even get to know anyone because they didn't have any sustained zone pressure. They didn't have any pressure, really. They had the one bad turnover that they almost converted Jason Dickinson with a nice shot, but, like, that's it. It was the only chance they got in that period. There's no way I'm finishing this before the second starts. No biggie. I can just eat during commercial. That's fair. That happens in preseason. That's fair. That's a very fair criticism. Who knows, man? Should the NFL flex Washington versus Chicago week 8? I'm guessing you're talking for Sunday night. Hold up. Hold up. Let me see. What is the Sunday night football game? Week 8. Dallas, San Francisco. I would vote in favor of such a thing, but because because the Sunday night game is Dallas, San Francisco, there's no shot. Like, I hate to be that guy. There is zero shot. It is two massive markets that have a renewed rivalry from the postseason. Even if they're underperforming a little right now, I think that by the time Week 8 rolls around, or by the time that they need to make that decision, they won't make it. If Chicago-Washington was the next week in Week 9, where the Sunday night game right now is Jacksonville-Philadelphia, then yes, I could probably say that would be a possibility. Though they do play the Cardinals, so that could also be a potential possibility. Yeah, they still probably going to find it. Yeah. No, I will say it's been nice to not have to worry about going to Lambeau in prime time, even though, like, to be fair, it's not much better. You got to go to Lambeau the last week of the season. But at least it's not a... like, I never understood why NBC always wanted to get the Lambeau game, because those games were, like, objectively, like, even just from, like, a neutral perspective, those games weren't nearly as good or close as the ones in Soldier Field on a regular basis. The games in Soldier Field were much closer, even if the Bears ended up losing every time. It was like, those games were still somewhat closer. I still never understood why they decided over and over to put the game in Lambeau on primetime every year. I thought that was annoying. And everyone in Chicago knew it. Like, oh, great. By week 10, yeah. If everything goes well, these next... oh, my gosh. Okay, I probably shouldn't talk. Yeah, no, they very well could be 7-2 going into Green Bay. But, of course, that is all up to be decided here shortly and all that, you know, like, nah, it's not the end of the world right now, but, you know, these last two games have been really nice. And I expect to continue. That Jacksonville defense is not that good. And again, shouldn't be that bad if, you know, yeah, these two wins were huge. That Rams game was way more important than you'd think. They needed that win badly. And I don't know if they win that game if Kupp and Naku are in. I don't think so. So yeah, I don't know. The Bears are looking pretty good right now. I think the biggest positive is that they won convincingly a team they should have beaten badly. That game was the perfect game that they had this weekend. Let's say they forced 3 against Tennessee. Picked off Richardson twice. Brisker had an interception, and there was another fumble in that game, if I'm correct. Yes, there was. Yeah. It forced two plus in every game except once. Yep. Dude, I've been trying to call the game that the Bears beat the Packers for a couple years now. I've been trying to call it. Just like I've been trying to call the Steelers going under 500 for years now. But it never happens. Right now, in the last 5 to 10 years, there has been 3 guarantees in the NFL. 1, the Jaguars always beating the Colts at home. Again, Jags haven't beat Indianapolis has not beaten Jacksonville on the road in 10 years. 2, the Steelers having a winning record. And 3, the Packers beating the Bears. Like, it's really annoying. It actually is. It's ridiculous. Like, you see, like, it reminds me of the Factory of Sadness guy, where it's like, it's actually statistically harder to be this consistently bad than it may be to accidentally maybe be good. Just take that and, you know how hard it is to consistently just lose over and over again? Instead of accidentally, maybe even if it's the most flukiest win ever, like, is accidentally finding a way to win. Can't happen. Don't know what the hell's going on. Anyways, that's gotta change. We're getting ready for the second period here. Do you think we'll make it to the World Series? I don't know. I mean, they do have oh shit, we're starting. The Mets do have history on their side with the whole Brewers thing. So, maybe it's just fate. Anyways, back to hockey here. Oh, I watch baseball. Yeah, I haven't made... See, the thing is, I haven't made any baseball content, but I watch baseball. Oh! That was a good shot from Taylor Hall. Good shot from Taylor Hall. It's stuck right on top of the net. Damn. All right. Got to get back in the zone here. Oh, Cubs. I ain't fans of the Sox. My dad, though, did grow up in a split household, so I don't have the same vitriol that a lot of Cubs fans or Sox fans have to the other team. But, yeah, I'm a Cubs guy. Put my headphones back on here so I can listen a little bit. All right. Hawks into the offensive zone. Here comes Philip Kurashev. He's got a chance. Nice move! And the save is made by Ingram. Philip Kurashev with a very nice toe drag move and couldn't put it by Connor Ingram. A much better start for this Hawks team right out the gate in the second period. 2 shots in the first minute. Here's Taylor Hall. Making a nice move. Taylor Hall in front! And pushed wide. Oh, Kurashev hits the post! He had a wide open net! And he could not bury it. All right, they're putting up 6-7 on shots here for 4-7. Wow. A couple of really good chances for Chicago. Just the start to this period that they freaking needed. Foligno shooting one, and the save is made by Ingram. And so, with just one shot in that first period, the Chicago Blackhawks have 4 shots in the first 2 minutes of the second period. Cleared away. Here is Nolan Allen. Flips it up to Connor Murphy along the near boards, touched along and sent into the Utah zone. Bedard in the right wing corner fighting with Valimaki. Kraus into the corner. Martinez meets him there and sends it back to Seth Jones. Mikheyev over to Connor Bedard. In the left wing circle, he shoots and the save is made out of play. All right, it was deflected and went out of play. Ooh, baby. The Hawks are looking good to start the period. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened in the locker room, but whatever happened, it was a good thing because, man, they look so much better. And Khrushchev had it too. It was literally right in front. Oh yeah, he's pissed. He's mad about that one. And he rightfully should be, because they had they had 3 in the first period. They had 3 shots on goal in the first period. 3 in this period. All right, going back to what I had, because ESPN is unreliable. Seth Jones' shot stopped by Connor Ingram, and another shot for Chicago. They're finding a way to put the puck on the net, which is something they just could not do to save their life in that first period. Telling you, that's exactly what they needed to do here. Exactly what they needed to do here. Seth Jones into the right wing corner. Here's Connor Bedard. Waits and looking over towards Mikheyev behind the Utah net. Poking it towards Teravainen, and they still fight for it. Stenlund pokes it away, and it's taken back by Utah. They clear. Whacked at there by Alec Martinez, and now here comes Liam O'Brien in front, and a nice save by Peter Mrazek on... I forgot what number it was. I forgot who that was. Much better start. Just got to break the seal. Gotta hate West Coast games. Late starts, I'm guessing. I mean, hey, this is great for me. It's only almost 8:30 here. Like, this is great. To be fair, the first game of the day started at like 1:30, but I don't care. I don't care. I get to watch everything. I can stay up and watch everything. I love that about being on the West Coast. It's actually so great for sports viewing. Like, it is actually phenomenal. You get to watch everything. It's awesome. All right, another icing called. So, a little over 3 minutes into the second period, the Hawks controlling the second period early on. And, now they got to make sure that they get the next goal here, because, of course, all it takes is one chance for all that momentum to go away. Keller flips it across. Pass in front. Now here's Sergachev towards the net. Played away. Mikheyev. Right wing circle. Cleared back up top. Mikhail Sergachev. To the side, Schmaltz looking for Keller. And it missed him. Back over to Nick Schmaltz. Former Blackhawk into the left wing circle. Back up top to Sergachev. He shoots one. And blocked and cleared by the Hawks defense. Good defensive shift there. Good work. McBain trying to enter the Chicago zone, and this will be backhanded in by Barrett Hayton instead. So taken back now. Here is a pass from Gunther over towards McBain. He couldn't corral it. Gunther hit off the puck, and now taken back by Pat Maroon. Up ahead, Donato in front. Craig Smith back. Donato shooting one. Blocked by Ian Cole. Maroon back over towards Donato. In front, Smith! Stopped by Ingram. And, man, couple big stops from Connor Ingram here in this stretch of play here. McBain just flips it in. Gunther over there meeting Vlasic for the puck. Brody will clear. He has possession of the puck. Gets it up to Maroon. Bertuzzi leaves. Here's a chance. A shot from Khrushchev that just sails over the net and out of play. So again, now 5 minutes into the period, and the Hawks look like they are controlling this second period. A very nice start. Oh, Smith hit the post. He didn't even hit yeah, it wasn't even a good save. Craig Smith just hit the post. Dude. So here is Valimaki off the face-off. Nearly turns it over. And now taken back by the Hawks. Just sent back in. Valimaki has it behind his own net for Utah. Taken away. Taylor Hall trying to shoot one, and a glove save is made by Ingram after Bertuzzi steals it and gets it over to Hall. He waits and tried to go far side on Connor Ingram, but he snags it with his glove. Chicago's looking good. They're looking much more composed. Looks like they know what the hell they're doing. That's kind of also the big thing. Face off in the offensive zone for Chicago. Controlled and cleared. Not quite controlled by either team. And now here comes Utah as another hit late. And it looks like another stoppage of play. So 14:26 left in the second period. And let's take a look at the veterans that this Hawks team added in the last 2 seasons. Since Connor Bedard was drafted, you've got Tyler Bertuzzi, Teuvo Teravainen, Pat Maroon, Craig Smith, TJ Brody, Alec Martinez, all in this offseason, and then including Taylor Hall and Nick Foligno, who they had last season. Of course, Nick Foligno, the captain for this Hawks team. Pretty crazy stuff. Nick Foligno into his 18th season in the NHL. Gotta hope that the veterans can help out the young guys like Connor Bedard, Philip Kurashev, Joey Anderson, and so on and so forth, like Kevin Korchinski and the draft pick that the Hawks grad, Artem Levshinov. So, you hope that that's what they do throughout the season. Foligno has it poked into the Utah bench, and they'll stop play again. Bertuzzi has been good. I do like Tyler Bertuzzi. I don't know how Bertuzzi has gone from 4 teams in 4 years. I don't know how that's happened. I don't know what the hell is going on there. I really don't. Because, he's looked pretty good. And he scored, he scored 20 goals. 21 with Toronto last year. Which, again, 1 goal short of what would be Chicago's leading goal scorer. Bedard and Dickinson, 22 each. So, I don't know, man. I'm going to eat a little bit more here during commercial. You got some time. All right, Nick Foligno was drafted in 2006. I was 4. 4 years old when Nick Foligno was drafted. Just like I was 4 years old when Mercedes Lewis was drafted. Well, Hawks got to find a goal here. Back from commercial. Hawks, crazy how has he been in the league this long? I don't know. I remember Nick Foligno when I was first starting to watch hockey. He was the captain of the Columbus Blue Jackets, and now he's the captain of the Chicago Blackhawks, and the first captain since Jonathan Taves, because there were no captains last year. Keller shooting one short side, blockered away by Mrazek. Keller has it again, back up. Sergachev towards the net. And it just missed. Stuck on the far boards and popped up in the air. Not Donato. The other one, Nick Schmaltz, has it for Utah. Now we'll fight for it in the left wing corner. Taken back by Chicago. Seth Jones. Up ahead, Alex Vlasic. Vlasic drops it off. Here's a shot. Save made by Ingram. And so, again, Chicago looking like the better team in this second period, but they have not been able to beat Connor Ingram, who had a .907 save percentage throughout last year, had 6 shutouts last season as well for the Arizona Coyotes. He looked pretty good. And he's looked good here today. So, here's a shot. That gets deflected before it gets to Ingram. Another one towards the net, taken now by Krause as he hits it off the boards and out of the zone. Kurashev flips it back to Martinez, who flips it back behind him for Taylor Hall. Now ahead, it is Kurashev. Bertuzzi across looking for Brody towards the net. In front, Bertuzzi stopped by Ingram. Another chance. It's still loose in the slot. Puck is still loose. Now it goes behind the net, taken by Kolyachonok. And now up ahead for Michelli. And he clears it in. Boy, Chicago had a good chance there, but could not get to the loose puck in that dog pile in front of the net. Doan. Back to Michelli. Michelli looking for a pass back up top, thrown towards the net off the back of off the back wall, and now scooped up by Mrazek. Dude. Tough. And he couldn't get the second opportunity shot. Yeah. No, but the Bertuzzi, Kurashev Hall line looks really good right now. Gunther off the face-off. Blast one on, it goes behind the net. Off of Mrazek. Gunther. Down low. Valimaki. In the left wing corner. Back up top. Gunther trying to pass it over, and he turns it over. Craig Smith trying to chase the puck down. It goes into the Utah zone, and now they stop play. Bertuzzi has been the Hawks' best player in this game. He 100% has. I knew that acquisition was a great acquisition the moment I saw it, because he may not be like the best player in the world, he's a very good, consistent guy, and that's something that the Hawks have really failed to have since the loss of DeBrincat, the likes of DeBrincat, Strome, Kane, Taves. So they need someone like that. Face-off won by Utah. Kolyachonok over up front, and now turned over. Ryan Donato shooting one, missed the net. Kept in by Allen. Smith trips up and turns it over. 3-on-2. Here comes a chance. O'Brien shooting one. Glove save, Mrazek. And now they're exchanging a little words here. Not quite into the throwing hands territory, but they're exchanging a couple words here. They're getting some action as we get close to this halfway point of this contest. 2-0 Utah. Chicago's been trying their hardest to keep this thing close, and they've played better here in the second period. They need to put one in the back of the net here. They've shown us up here that they can play and that they can hang with these guys after an abysmal first period. And now they can go out there and compete. Now they got to find a way to put one in the back of the net. TJ Brody off the face-off just elevates the puck out of the zone. Deep. Mikhail Sergachev grabs the puck. Sends it back. And Sergachev takes it once more in the right wing corner. Nick Schmaltz across the blue line. Along the near boards, Schmaltz slows down. Back up top, Sergachev, a blast, score! And Utah leads 3-0 on a blast from Mikhail Sergachev. It looks like it got tipped by Barrett Hayton. It looks like he'll get credit for the goal. It's 3-0. 8 minutes of really good Hawks hockey. And the little deflection go in. Like, I mean, that was really good to get some momentum back. All it takes is one chance to swing the momentum and take it away. And that happened. Ridiculous. Oh, yeah. Deflects off the leg of Dickinson. It tips off the stick of Hayton and goes in. It's 3-0. And Utah just looks in complete control despite Chicago having a strong start to the second period. They can't find a way to solve Connor Ingram, who shared a tie of the league lead in shutouts last season with 6 of them. Just an absolute rocket from Sergachev. Bar down off the crossbar and in. Just brutal, dude. So off the face-off in the offensive zone for Chicago, Mikheyev thought to have won it. It's loose in the near boards in the neutral zone, and Seth Jones backs away. Trying to get it up to Mikheyev. Trying to spin around the defense. And now batted down in the neutral zone, and they'll whistle the play dead. And it's a 3-0 Utah lead in this second period as we approach the halfway point. And the Hawks just can't find a way to put one in. Top line out there for Chicago. Taken back by Utah as they win the face-off. Gunther trying to move around Jones. And now taken by Bedard. And now here comes Seth Jones. He's got Teuvo Teravainen with him. Jones into the offensive zone. Has it poked away from him. Taken there by Ian Cole. He's hit by Mikheyev. Mikheyev passes back up top. Martinez trying to throw it towards the net. It gets deflected. Bedard in the right wing corner leaves it for Teravainen. Mikheyev has it. He falls down to the ice without his stick. It's still loose, and now they call a penalty, it looks like. Yeah, it's going to be a penalty against Utah, it looks like here. And the Hawks are going to go on the power play. Just the second penalty of the game, and this is a huge power play for Chicago. You'd love to see them score here if they want to try and make this a game. Holding call against Ian Cole, who will go down in history as taking the first penalty in Utah Hockey Club history. Yeah, as he's holding Mikheyev down on the ice after he falls down. So as you are pretty much hovering right around this halfway point of this game, this is exactly what the Hawks need. A power play. They're going to get their first opportunity as a unit to go out there and try and score, and you can say they're under a lot of pressure here as it's quickly cleared away right off the face-off, all the way down to Mrazek. Jones takes control for Chicago. Power play for Chicago is 28th in the league, 16.6%. Teravainen. Back up to Hall. They lose the puck. Bertuzzi trying to take control, and it is cleared down by Utah. Mrazek leaves it for Jones once more. Jones up to Teravainen in the neutral zone. Leaves Bedard across the blue line. Bertuzzi back to Jones. Teravainen in the right wing circle over to the left wing circle for Connor Bedard. Now down to the goal line. Bedard spins in the left wing corner and turns it over as he trips. Taken back now, a shorthand opportunity. Here's a chance towards Krause in front. And he has the pass got deflected before it got to Krause. Here's Hall with a minute to go on the power play. Just sends it behind for Jones as Chicago has to regroup for a third time. Has to dodge away from Logan Cooley, applying a little bit of pressure. Wasting a lot of time, 40 seconds as they get the second power play unit out there. Kurashev over for Pat Maroon. Turns it over and quickly taken by Utah. Another shorthanded opportunity. Leaves it. Sergachev, backhander, missed the net. 30 seconds left on the power play for Chicago. Craig Smith has it at the blue line to Ryan Donato. Donato squeezes along the far boards toward Maroon in front. And it goes off the back of the glass. Donato back up top. 10 seconds. Alec Martinez, a blast towards the net, gets blocked. Martinez again finds Philip Kurashev with 5. Kurashev has it deflected by Sean Durzi, and that will kill the penalty. Utah gets a big penalty kill in their first opportunity. Out of the box, Ian Cole pass in front, saved by Peter Mrazek. A huge stop and a defensive breakdown. So here is Pat Maroon dropping it off. Connor Murphy over to Pat Maroon in front. Donato can't bang it in. Maroon back down towards Jason Dickinson. He's hit off the puck and now taken by Barrett Hayton. Hayton up to Keller. Off his stick and now Gunther chasing it down with Alex Vlasic. 7.5 to go in the second period. Utah leads 3-0. Pass into the slot taken back by Chicago. And Foligno will just flip it into the Utah zone. Gets it away from Valimaki, but Hayton will clear it. Taken now by the captain for Utah, Clayton Keller. Sends it in towards Mrazek. Taken there. Trying to find a pass there. Can't quite do so. Lifted out of the zone. Alex Kerfoot. Over. Brody. Has it for Chicago. Brody. Losing it. Poked away. Here comes Utah. A nice chance towards Stenlin. They can't get it. O'Brien with the opportunity there. Utah now stealing back momentum as Chicago struggled to get offensive pressure in the last couple minutes. Tyler Bertuzzi across center ice. Sends it past Valimaki into the right wing corner. Bertuzzi trying to find Bedard. Back over to Seth Jones into the slot. Turns it over. Over in front. Bedard fakes it. Pass over in front. And there's no one there in the slot for Chicago. They're going to turn it over with a wide open cage. Bedard decides not to go with the wraparound and trying to find the pass. Mikheyev now. 6 minutes to go in the second period. Into the circle. Bedard's pass deflected and taken now back by Michelli as they clear the zone, and now it's whacked at and cleared into the Chicago side. Alec Martinez over to Seth Jones. Up to Connor Bedard. Squeezes by Sergachev. Bedard in front. Dickinson scores! Wow! Teuvo Teravainen gets his first goal in his return to Chicago on a feed from Connor Bedard in front, and the Hawks are on the board. I thought that was Dickinson. That's my bad. Let's go, Teuvo! Teuvo's back! Let's go! Dude, it's been almost a decade. Dude, that takes me back to like 7th grade when I was watching that 2015 Cup run, dude. Teuvo Teravainen scoring goals for the Blackhawks in 2024. And that was just a great pass. Nice move. Finally, they find a way to put one through. Just, good Lord. Nice move from Bedard, too. Damn, I saw the 6 and I thought Dickinson and not Teravainen. And now there's a fight breaking out in the near walls, and the entire near side seats, the stadium erupts. Everyone's standing on their feet as both teams starting to whack at each other. Connor Murphy getting into it down there. Can't pick out who that is for Utah. It's Sean Durzi. Both heated after the incident, but Hawks are on the board. Durzi and Murphy still exchanging some words now as the refs try to shove them away. And Utah is finally getting exposed to what fighting in hockey can look like. And what happens when a sport actually endorses getting physical, unlike the other team that they've had the fortune to watch in Salt Lake City. And that's more of a jab at the NBA, not the Jazz. Finally, the Hawks are on the board. We're going to commercial. Finally, the Hawks are on the board. Oh my God. Was it really that hard? Apparently it was. That goal could not have come at a better time. They needed to score. They needed to score. They got one. And it's Tavo. Oh, thank you. It was a beautiful pass, or dart it was. It was a great pass. Tavo, nice. One move, lift it back, boom, in. In 2015, didn't Tavo score the first goal of the series? What series? Was it like the season or... Oh, Keller hit Murphy and then they... I think it was Murphy hit Keller or Keller hit Murphy. No, Murphy hit Keller when it... Yeah. Oh, and then Keller like shanks... Oh, he takes him to the ground. Where'd they go? Wow. Yeah, see, that's something that stinks that you can't see because you just wear it because them being on the front, the near boards, you just cannot see that type of stuff. But yeah, Murphy and Dursey got into it. Oh, Dursey has gotten more of a penalty than Murphy did. So, Stanley Cup? No, he scored the game-winning goal in that first series. I forget exactly who scored the first goal, the game-tying goal. But I know Tavo scored the game-winning goal in Game 1. Late in that third. That was such a huge goal. Well, the Hawks are going back to the power play. After all of that, the Hawks are going back to the power play with a chance to possibly put this game within one. Bertuzzi, Hall, Bedard, Teravainen, and Jones, the skaters out there for the Hawks. 5:24 to go in this second period. Utah leads 3-1. Drop the puck. Taken back quickly by Utah and cleared. Once again, just like the last power play. Mrazek has to make a play. And he sends it over towards Seth Jones, who spent a lot of time in the last power play in his own defensive zone. Jones starts the rush across center ice, loses possession, and taps to the side for Bertuzzi. Up towards Bedard, now in the slot, quickly played away. And cleared. So another quick clear. Jones starts another rush. Jones just sends it right into the boards. Hall flips it back around for Jones. Seth Jones down to Bertuzzi. Taylor Hall over towards Teravainen and it kicks off his skate. Now McBain trying to clear it, and he does. So nearly a full minute gone, and this penalty kill from Utah being really efficient right now. Second power play unit already out there for the Hawks, as that changed already more efficient than it was in the last power play. Kesselring trying to clear it. Kesselring. And he clears it. Alec Martinez has it with 40 seconds to go in this in this power play. 4 minutes to go in the second period. Craig Smith in the corner loses it, and Kesselring will clear again. 30 seconds left. And so the Utah penalty kill playing very well so far. The Hawks power play cannot get anything going. Another rush to start. Craig Smith drops it. Pat Maroon, and they stop the play. And it looks like they're offsides. So 3:43 left in the second period. 19 seconds left on this Hawks power play. In second power play unit, Craig Smith, Ryan Donato, Patrick Maroon, Alec Martinez, TJ Brody right now. Kurashev also in there if needed be, because they have 2 defenders out there. Here's Martinez. Maroon loses the puck, cleared once more, and another power play for the Hawks. Comes and goes, no points. And Kerfoot trying to send it around. Dickinson has no stick. And so it looks like another penalty coming up against Utah. And so it looks like the Hawks are going right back onto the power play. Slashing call against the captain. And just like that, the Blackhawks go right back to the power play. All right. Right back, baby. This is their third opportunity. They gotta make sure. They gotta convert. They've gotta. Or at least, if they don't, show us that you can do something. Because, like, good Lord, they've not done anything on the power play here. Nothing. Good Lord. They've not done anything on the power play. It's actually ridiculous. Calling it Connor's getting his first goal of the year right here, right now. Oh my gosh. They're going through Ray Ferraro's trip from Seattle to Utah. All right, Hawks back to the power play for the third time, and they finally are able to control off the opening faceoff. Taylor Hall turns it right over, though, and it's cleared back by Utah. So Utah gets another clear right out the gate, 3 for 3 in the first 10 seconds, getting a clear on the penalty kill so far. Here's Teuvo Teravainen across center ice and across the blue line. Teravainen into the offensive zone right by the goal. Bedard, back to Jones, over to the side. Taylor Hall walks in, shooting one, and it whistles wide. Stenlund trying to clear it. Teravainen behind the Utah net, over to Taylor Hall, looking for a pass, back up to Connor Bedard. Bedard to Teravainen. Now Bedard again, in the right wing circle. Bedard back up top to the point for Seth Jones. Back to the Bedard. Bedard shooting one. Glove save by Ingram. And so, at first, really good look for Chicago in the power play here. Took about 5 minutes of power play time. But Connor Bedard gets a good look and good glove save from Connor Ingram. And they try to get that 2-guy screen. But, yeah, they split right before he shot it, so that stinks. 2:16 to go in the second period. Chicago trails Utah 3-1. Bedard trying to win that face-off for the Blackhawks as now there's a takedown as it's cleared by Utah. Mrazek finds Seth Jones. Jones, cross center ice. Back for Teravainen. Teravainen. Over to Hall. Taylor Hall at the goal line in the left wing corner. Loses it, and it's cleared again by Utah. Now this one goes into the bench. So it may save Chicago just a little bit. Off the draw, it's won by Chicago with the second power play unit out there. Martinez to Kurashev. Down low for Craig Smith. He missed the puck. Taken back by Utah and kept in by Alec Martinez. Pat Maroon spins it down. Loses control of the puck and it's cleared out. 20 seconds on the power play. Martinez leaves it back for Philip Kurashev. The young gun on this second power play unit. Maroon loses it and it's cleared once again. 10 seconds left. Martinez has it. And the Blackhawks are now 0 for 3 on the power play. And so Keller out of the box. Hayton, over. Here's a chance. Over in front. Hayton whistled that one high over the net. Final minute of this the second period. Towards the net. It's blocked. Taken back. Hayton. Over. Keller. Keller into the right wing circle. Back up top. Kesselring. Back towards Keller. Switches places with Nick Schmaltz. Schmaltz walks in. Across. Kesselring. Blockered away. And missed the net anyways. Another chance for Utah upcoming. Keller grabs a loose puck. And his shot trails a little away. Hayton trying to jam it by Mrazek. 20 seconds left in this second period. Chicago just trying to survive and get out of the period. 10 seconds left. Hayton behind the Chicago net. Over to the side. Valimaki. Kesselring shoots. Save Mrazek. And that should do things as it's loose in front and played away. Utah leads by 2 still after the second period. They lead 3-1. And, well, Chicago finally getting on the board, looking much better in that second period. Look a lot more of an even period. But there's still a lot of work to do for the Chicago Blackhawks going into the third. Dude. Come on. I'll take the headphones off here. Dude, that is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Dude, the Hawks should not be 3-1 right now. Hawks should have at least another goal right now. This is infuriating. That reminds me, how is the Dodgers-Padres game going? Is it over? Padres win 6-5. Damn. That was much closer than you'd think it was. I was watching right before. It was 6-5. It was 6-1. Yeah, Padres one win away from eliminating the Dodgers again. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. God, I love it when the Dodgers lose. That's epic. Obviously, I want us to win, but if we get to this overtime, a point in this game would be great. Agreed. You know, just... yeah, it's just brutal. 20 minutes to find a try away. Yep. Damn. I mean, there's just a lot. I bet Connor Bedard is getting the boys hyped and all. Dude, there's a lot to say about this game right now. Chicago is just like they played so much of a better period, and to come out of the second in the same situation as you were out of the first is really frustrating. I bet because the team as a whole played much better in that second period, and I don't know, like. They should have gotten at least another goal there. There were a couple chances where it's just like, dude, you just missed. Really annoying. Wants a look. I mean, it is a pretty random topic, but, I don't hate it. So let's see. First off, as an addition, may I introduce you to the 2020 home game against the Detroit Lions, where they had a very similar situation happen, where they ended up losing 34-30 in a brutal way, for it being their sixth straight loss after starting 5-1. That one stung a lot. That one sucked. God, that one was awful. That was a full-on collapse. That was just infuriating when that happened, man. Let's see. But yeah, both those games. So 2020 Detroit, 2022 home versus Detroit, both of them. I mean, I still own you game was really frustrating. That was a brutal loss. It wasn't as brutal as the other two, I guess, from just a pure perspective of blown leads or how close the game was. That game against Pittsburgh, that was tough. That was brutal. That one stung a lot as well. Oh my God, don't even get me started about that game in Pittsburgh. Oh, that threw me for a freaking loop. I got a letter in the mail the next morning, or not a letter in the mail. I got a loose leaf piece of paper taped to my apartment door the next morning about telling me to STFU. That was fun. That Baltimore game did sting a lot too, with Tyler Huntley. That one was frustrating. Let's see. It didn't matter. The loss against Miami in 2022 was brutal. I didn't like that. That one was tough, and that was more just a fun game where it was just they kind of unfortunately came up on the short end of the stick. Because Justin Fields had such a great rushing performance, I mean, he wasn't that great passing, but I mean, like, he's competent passing. He was a starter. That stuck. That one sucked a lot. Let's see. The game against Washington that year at home also hurt a lot. Man, the fact that I'm coming up with this many examples is really sad. It's really sad that I'm coming up with this amount of examples. Before that, Zach, we didn't even know who Cassius Marsh was. Exactly, and we never saw him again, unfortunately, because he was great for that one play, and he had like a dope ass celebration too. It was awesome. That loss against Green Bay at home that year was really hard because that was the day that they lost the all-time wins record to the hands of the team that was going to overtake them. And, of course, against Green Bay. That one hurt a lot. Then the last bit of that season was just nothing. Didn't feel anything after that. That loss to Denver last year was really bad. I hate how I've come up with some bad examples. I don't know how I went through that back-to-back games losing against the Steelers and the Ravens in that way. That game against Detroit last year in Detroit where they blew another big lead. That one also was really annoying. Just ridiculous. They've blown like 3 double-digit leads against the Lions in the past like 4 years. Let's see. Yeah, the Cleveland game really hurt. That was the moment where I knew that Justin's time was ending and it was over. As much as I didn't want to admit it at the time, I knew that it was over. They weren't making the playoffs, and his job was done because the Panthers were going to get the 1 overall. That was the moment where I knew that it was over with Fields. Yeah, there's a bunch from this decade. There is a bunch of games from this decade. All games, mind you, that I have covered on this channel. All of those games I mentioned, they're all here. All that pain is right here to watch. You can watch my suffering, my pain, and my misery. All of it. Holy cow. There's a lot. There have been a lot of losses. Yeah. Remember when the Bears went 4-0 against the NFC North and then went 1-11 against the rest of the league? Yeah, that was great. Because they beat the Ravens and the Steelers. Those 2 games and those 2 wins were awesome. So fun. And that was oh. God, and that's almost 8 years ago. We're about to go through that cycle again where we play on the road against Cincy and Baltimore and at home against Pittsburgh and Cleveland. We've almost made it all around. Yeah, we were both heated, yeah. To be honest, we actually made that, we were so heated, we actually didn't even make the video. We actually had to dial it up again because I think we were recording the reaction for the week after that as well, the same day, which is why it's so short. We actually recorded that right after what was the game right after that? Hang on. Whatever it was, we recorded that short reaction right after the game that followed that, which was the game against Houston. where they basically just reversed all those feelings. So it was kind of hard to go off, but we did. And it seemed like it worked, obviously. Yeah. I still have that shirt. This will be the first time the Bears play the Jags since that game. It's right here. I was celebrating that they had just gotten the first overall pick. They picked Trevor Lawrence. Boy, has that worked out. I still have this shirt. And I'm wearing it on Sunday. I'm wearing it on Sunday under my Bears jersey. Thanks, man. Thanks to you. Thanks. Yeah. So I was actually... Yeah. Let's go. So I actually thought I was actually planning on buying an Allen Robinson jersey before the 2017 AFC Championship. Because that was where I was completely down in the dumps with the Bears. I was so tired of them. The Jags were finally doing something, as I kind of picked them as like my AFC team. I was kind of supporting them. And then I was coerced by my mom to hold off because we were like, hey, we don't know if he's going to stay with Jacksonville next year. Boy, was that the best decision I ever made. Boy, was that the best decision ever made. Because for the first 3 years and change, I wore this bad boy. I was repping my boy Allen Robinson. Hell yeah. I know that falling out with Chicago wasn't the best. I know a lot of people in Chicago really don't like Allen Robinson with how all that ended. And, so I don't really care. He's playing in Detroit, and frankly, he's being proven wrong. He should have just stayed with the Bears. He really should have. But yeah, he can't find any solid spot right now, which stinks. Because he's a really good receiver when he plays. Don't know why the hell he's not playing in Detroit. But yeah, after he left Chicago, he fell off a map. You covering the Hawks this year? Some games because it's hard to cover. Yeah, I don't know. I still don't know. I definitely don't feel like I'm going to do every single game. I'm not going to make a reaction video after every game this year. I feel like that's going to put a lot on my plate, way more than I need to, especially if because I'm going to be trying to find a job, obviously, before the year ends. And once I do, I'm going to have a lot less time to do stuff. So, yeah. I think I would probably want to do maybe if there's a couple, important games or a couple, I don't know. I gotta kind of think of what I want to do for the Hawks stuff this year. Because I feel like I can, it would be fun, but I also don't know what to do. It's weird. It's like I still kind of got to figure out. But this is fun. . Speaking of which, we're getting right back into this. Third up there. Dude. They had like 5 chances where they could have scored. Game time. Third period underway in Utah. The Delta Center experiencing some really good hockey here, as Mrazek has to make a nice save to start the period. Sean Durzi towards the net. Blockered away by Mrazek. Had to track that one after it was deflected towards the net. Has to make 2 big saves early in this third period with his team trailing by 2 goals. Puck almost stolen by Tyler Bertuzzi, now taken back by Jack McBain. McBain towards the net. Saved by Mrazek. Puck loose along the near boards. Sent back out up top. Here's a shot towards the net. Missed it. Was looking for a redirection, and it's going to circle all the way around and down towards Connor Ingram. Kolyachonok. Up to Kesselring. And now taken back. Mrazek leaves for Jones. Up ahead. Bedard trying to go back to Jones as the only guy open. Ingram playing it ahead. And Utah able to maintain control despite the poke away from Valimaki. Here's a shot that's stopped by Mrazek off the stick of Kevin Stenlund. Just a bad turnover, and he just fires it right on. Flipped around the boards. Turnover towards the slot. Krause back in front, and a good deflection from Joey Anderson. Got in front of the shot and cleanly blocked it out of the zone. Anderson touches it, and it's taken now by Mikhail Sergachev, the acquisition from Tampa Bay. Sergachev up to Sean Durzi. Ahead, tapped along by Krause. Brody trying to clear. Pushed up ahead. Here comes a 2-on-1. Here's a shot, and he missed the net. Brody back over. Dickinson. Back. Vlasic. Mikheyev. Across the blue line. Just shoots one on. Glove save by Ingram. So Ilya Mikheyev getting a chance on the 2-on-1, but could not put it by Connor Ingram. Whoa! Mrazek making a big save. Dude, Mrazek is like so... He's either really good or really bad. Like, it's weird. This dichotomy is like... It makes no sense. I'm just realizing... You know, we're in the middle of we're just starting the third period, but I'm just now realizing that my mic... I've been facing away from my mic the entire game. Puck loose. Seth Jones. Back over. Taylor Hall has his shot blocked by one of the assistant captains for Utah, Nick Schmaltz. Kurashev pushes it ahead. Bertuzzi behind the net, trying to take control. And it's Kolyachonok to clear it away. Hayton. Kesselring up and head for Hayton. Up top, Valimaki. Keller over to the side. Kesselring. Now into the left wing corner. Pass deflected by Bertuzzi and cleared away as he heads to the bench. Schmaltz will send it back to Kesselring as he settles things down. Chicago out shooting Utah 11-7 in that second period. Utah already has 5 shots in this third period. 4 minutes gone in this fourth period. It's still 3-1 Utah. Loose puck in front, and Peter Mrazek is able to get in front of it. Another stop has to be made by Mrazek as another turnover in front of the net. Peter Mrazek having to do all sorts of circus acts to keep the Hawks in this game here early in the third. Donato into the left wing corner. Offensive zone. Here's a shot. That just misses the net off the stick of Pat Maroon. TJ Brody over towards Maroon. Down low, Donato. Donato behind the Utah net. Back. Smith. Donato. Shooting one. Missed the net. Well missed the net. Here's Brody, though. Over to Maroon. Spins around Dursey. Maroon in front looking for Martinez. And cleared away by Utah. Fourth line for Chicago trying to do something. Try to have that veteran presence come through and keep this Utah team, or keep this Chicago team in it. The big changes on the defensive side for Utah. Sergachev comes in. No J.J. Moser, no Josh Brown. In comes Sergachev, and in comes John Marino and Ian Cole. (3-1) Utah. Clean win in the offensive zone for Chicago. Bedard back to Vlasic. They score! And it's a 1-goal game off a deflection in front. Off a blast from Alex Vlasic. And don't look now, the Hawks are still alive. Deflected by Nick Foligno in front. Captain Nick Foligno. Tips it. It beats Ingram. And we got a 1-goal hockey game in Utah. Oh. Good shot. Good save. Come on, boys. It's time we got to get our goals right here. So here comes Utah down the other way. Kerfoot into the right wing corner. Now in the left wing corner is Kerfoot. Switches place. O'Brien. It goes right through his legs and behind him. And switching around, Nick Foligno, the goal scorer for Chicago. Settled down by Teravainen. Bedard shooting one. Blockered away by Ingram. And now taken by Connor Murphy as he sends it off the boards. Ingram to play it back ahead to Ian Cole as he elevates this puck out of the zone. Liam O'Brien trying to get it by the defender in Nolan Allen. Taken back by Chicago. Allen ahead, looking for Anderson. Trying to whack at it. Martinez down low, looking for Dickinson. Dickinson trying to pass it towards the net. It's a shot on goal. And so cleared by Utah now into the neutral zone. Taken now back by the defensive side for Chicago. Dickinson up to Ilya Mikheyev. As he nearly turns it over, Anderson gets it over, and Murphy chips it in where he'll head to the bench. Now a turnover in front into the slot. Here's Mikheyev. A turnaround shot gets deflected and is played away by Utah's defense. They clear it. As that one goes out of play, they'll stop action. 13:34 left in the game, and the Blackhawks have made it a 1-goal game after a deflection from Nick Foligno beats Connor Ingram. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, man. Can they tie this thing up? That would be unreal. Got Thriller in Utah. We got Thriller in Utah. Yeah, I did see that. I did see that. There are 1-goal seats. Like, there are seats in this arena that don't... Oh my gosh, here's a nice move. Oh man, Barrett Hayton in near beauty to put Utah back up 2 goals. But yeah, no, there are some obstructive seats where there's only 1 goal able to be viewed. Now a turnover. Philip Kurashev into the circle. Kurashev backs off. Back up to Vlasic. It's deflected and played to the right wing corner. Sergachev clears it up. Settled down by Chicago. Bertuzzi trying to go back to Jones, and well, Vlasic's there to pick up the loose puck in the neutral zone. Starts up the next rush with Jones. It touches his stick and hits the back of the arena. Mikheyev off the back board there. Now starts another rush. Deflected and sent into the Utah zone. TJ Brody in his own defensive zone leaves Sir Alec Martinez. Over to the side, Nick Foligno. Tripped up. And now they start a brawl at the blue line, right in front of the Utah bench. Now here comes Teuvo Teravainen in front towards Bedard. And, well, Martino's over there as well. So sent around the boards. Brody backhands it in. Foligno cannot get to the puck. It's knocked off him by Ian Cole, who's now without a stick. Teravainen reverses. And now here's Bedard picking up a loose puck. Trying to lacrosse move. And it was blocked right in front. Vlasic shooting. Saved by Ingram. Boy, Vladislav Kolyachonok got in front of the lacrosse-style Michigan goal attempt from Connor Bedard. They didn't even get to Connor Ingram. Oh, we have a 3-piecer? So we had a 3-piece stick break. I saw that once while calling games at CU. I saw that once happen. That was pretty wild. That does not happen very often at all. Defensive zone draw won by Utah. Kesselring trying to clear it around and clears it out of the Chicago zone. Donato across the blue line. Flips it around. Deflected towards the slot and played away. Donato again. Flips it down into the right wing corner. Dursey will quickly play it away. Fight for it in the neutral zone. Along the benches, Donato into the offensive zone for Chicago, trying to spin through, and he's able to get it to a position where Pat Maroon can take control. Kept in by Murphy. Flushes it around the boards. Cleared back around. And cleared by Utah. About 10 minutes left in this third period. Hawks need one more goal to tie this one. Here's a shot. Save. Rebound. is missed from Mikheyev. Rebound, a juicy rebound, just right to Mikheyev, and seemed like he wasn't prepared for that one going his way. Josh Doan over to Michelli. Matias Michelli looking for possession. Josh Doan also over there for Utah. Now taken by Ilya Mikheyev of Chicago. A little over 10 minutes to go in the third. Chicago trying to climb the ladder and climb the mountain and tie this one up at 3 apiece. Now Tyler Bertuzzi with a chance. Was a little slow on it, and his shot stopped by Ingram. Still able to get a shot there, but didn't have the speed to go for a full breakaway. Here's a shot that's just fanned on and doesn't quite get to Ingram. Glove down by Kurashev. Bertuzzi trying to take control, and he loses it. Nick Schmaltz will just go try and retrieve a puck that just flipped into the offensive zone for Utah. Kurashev, cross center ice, backhands it into his offensive zone, where our Kolyachonok will clear it. In front of the slot, Bertuzzi's shot blockered away by Ingram. And now here comes Doan the other way. Doan across the blue liner. It's Gunther. Glove save by Mrazek on the other side. And so we've got some drama in Salt Lake City. Utah hanging on to a 1-goal lead. 3-2. All right, dude. Hey, they're making it a game. Hey, they're coming back in this thing and they're hanging around. I like, if they end up losing this game, it's because they went down 3-0. Not because they didn't try. Because, I mean, they definitely, it's because they had a bad first period. Like, they got off to a bad start. Outside of the first period, they've played very well. They had a bad start. And stuff like that's going to happen. But it can't happen all the time. Oh, shoot. Clock's still running. It's like, what, 9:15? Something like that? Oh, with this. All right. All right. Icing call against the Hawks to start after the return from the commercial break. So here's Foligno in his own defensive zone. Clears it up, field, or up ice. Now here's Godard shooting, saved by Ingram. Seth Jones to chase down the loose puck for Chicago in his own defensive zone. Foligno back up the near boards. Teravainen clears it out as two players tumble down to the ice. Kolyachonok to Ian Cole. As Utah will just conduct a line change. Cole, long pass, Here comes Gunther, shooting one high over the net. Sailed that one. And so Utah trying to hold on after leading 3-0. And so, with 8:24 to go, fresh skaters for each side. Cole, off the face-off. Dumps it around the boards. Kerfoot, looking for Stenlund over there, but quickly played away by Craig Smith. Stenlund, towards the front of the net, played away by Mrazek. Liam O'Brien towards the net. And Martinez trying to get a stick on it. Taken by Kerfoot. Towards the net. Deflected and blocked by his own man and Kevin Stenlund. Sent down. Here comes Taylor Hall in a breakaway. Save made by Ingram. Taylor Hall tried to go backhand. And Connor Ingram makes a huge save to keep his hockey club in front 3-2. Damn. That's a tough one. Taylor Hall, you gotta have it. A great pass. He's got to make one move and tries to just tuck it 5-hole. Ingram shuts the door. It's a breakdown defensively for Utah. Something we haven't seen a ton tonight. But Taylor Hall couldn't finish the job. The stick gets in front of it and is able to make the play. So face-off one in the offensive zone by Utah. Kesselring towards the front boards. Allen in the corner. Fighting for the puck. Still fighting for the puck. Here's Gunther. Shooting it towards the net. It's hit wide. Logan Cooley. Left wing circle. Trying to shoot it towards the net. Taken now by Nolan Allen. Cleared in the neutral zone by Donato. He's hit by Cooley into the boards. Maroon trying to send a message. Gunther clears it ahead. Here comes Logan Cooley. Cooley has McBain, and he loses the puck. Craig Smith, along the near boards, backhands it into the Utah zone. Taken there by Dursey, trying to clear it around, turn it over. Mikheyev has it towards the net. Here's Dickinson from behind the goal line. Dickinson up top, Vlasic towards the net, deflected in front, and another save by Ingram. That one on Joey Anderson. Chicago still on the offensive. Mikheyev in the slot loses it. Still fighting for possession. Mikheyev sends it around the boards. Up there, Seth Jones sends it back down in. Mikheyev behind the Utah net. Cleared by Clayton Keller as he gets in front of the centering pass. Keller will elevate the puck ahead, and Mrazek will play it away to Vlasic. Jones trying to clear it when he will. Nearly kept in by Kraus. Cole sends it around the boards once more. Kerfoot loses control of the puck. Here's Teuvo Teravainen to just chip it in. Cole run into by Bedard in the corner. Kerfoot trying to clear, can't do so. Murphy keeps it in. Bedard chasing for the puck with Cole. And now Teravainen steals back possession behind him for Foligno. Murphy back for Bedard. Bedard, here's Foligno. 5.5 to go in the game. Martinez. Foligno shooting one. Blocked. Teravainen falls down, fighting with Cole for the puck. Taken by Kraus, and he lifts that one out of the zone. And it will go all the way down. Martinez will grab it, prevents icing. Alec Martinez turns it over. McBain has it for Utah. Trying to clear it, or center it. And now he has to play it behind. Logan Cooley is offsides, and we get a stoppage. With 4:58 to go. Only no penalties assessed in this third period. It's flown by. Chicago scored once. They're looking for one more in the final 5 minutes to tie this one up. Dude! They had a couple really good chances, man. Come on. Oh, come on. That's unreal. That's brutal. Dude. Dude. I can't believe it, man. Man. Uh, 5 minutes to make a play. 5 minutes to do something here. We're so damn close to tying this game. I feel like it's tied. It really does feel like it's tied. Like, Chicago's got some really good chances since they scored that goal. They've had some really, really good chances. They're talking Bedard. Oh, they're talking Bedsy. God, I love Bedsy. Well, final 5 minutes in Utah. Hawks trail by a goal, looking for the equalizer. Bedard has been involved in both Chicago goals. Here is Logan Cooley. Or it's Kolyachonok instead. Bertuzzi trying to clear. Cooley over there now with Connor Murphy. It squirts out behind everybody, and Alec Martinez takes control with 4.5 to go. Ian Cole in his own offensive zone, trying to set up a play off the far boards, and now looks like Utah's offsides. And now a couple extra whistles after the play. Oh, man. Dude. Oh, I cannot. I cannot right now. .4:13 to go in the contest. Utah holding on for a 1-goal lead. And Vlasic does just enough to get it away from the Utah attack. That one too far for Bedard, and now reversing course is Nick Schmaltz. He just lobs it into the Chicago zone. And here's Vlasic. Alex Vlasic playing in his 4th NHL season. Sergachev. We'll send it off the near boards. Martinez picks it off, taken by Nick Foligno. Foligno back up top. Martinez across. Jones, it skips off his stick. He gets it up and rides the boards. Here's Dickinson. Back, Foligno. Up top, to Murphy, who's fresh off the bench. Dickinson to Bedard. Bedard in the left wing corner, now in the left wing circle. Up top, here's a shot from Martinez that hits the backboard. Foligno, back up, Martinez again! Another save. Bedard trying to get to it, and the save is made by Ingram. So with 3:02 to go, the Hawks still trailing by a goal. Couple nice chances in this stretch. They are still looking for that puck to hit the twine to tie the game. .302 left. Third line out there for Chicago. Dickinson wins the faceoff for the Blackhawks. Murphy trying to keep possession for Chicago. And it's cleared by Utah. Taken by Alex Vlasic. Being chased. And now sends that pass up. Now here comes Mikheyev. Slows it down. Back. Here's a shot. That gets deflected and hits the glass. So 2.5 minutes left. Chicago with 13 shots in this third period. After just 3 in the first. They've played very well. Getting a ton of chances. Mikheyev back up top. Jones finds a trailing Kurashev who shoots. It's blocked. Cooley trying to clear, and he does. Here comes Gunther. Gunther shooting. Glove save Mrazek, and he quickly plays it out. Smartly. 2:05 left. Kurashev. Got to start looking at where Mrazek's going to go. Kurashev around the boards. Empty net for Chicago. Towards the net, here's Bertuzzi. Bertuzzi back to Kurashev. Kurashev in the trapezoid. Kurashev up top. Teravainen trying to go down low, and here goes the empty net shot, and it's off the post. Did not put it in, and it's icing against Utah. Just brutal. The fans in Salt Lake City learning what that moment feels like. Holy cow. That close to putting the icing on the cake of the franchise's first victory. And now, they have another minute 38 to kill. Blackhawks trying to tie this game after being down 3-0. Off the draw, Bedard back to Jones. Jones gives Kurashev near boards. Kurashev has it again after a quick pass to Bedard. Bedard across. Teravainen slips a little bit, has to get it away. Over to Taylor Hall. Bertuzzi trying to take control. Taylor Hall still fighting for possession. Bertuzzi has it. And they settle it down. Teravainen, a bouncing puck over towards Bedard in the left wing corner. A little over a minute to go. Teravainen pokes it. Here's a shot off the crossbar from Tyler Bertuzzi. Nearly tied the game for Chicago. Seth Jones back to Bertuzzi. Or excuse me, Teravainen, and it's wide. Under a minute to go. Hawks trying to tie the game. Hall stumbles. Dursey clears. Cooley has it. Logan Cooley missed the net, but open is Gunther, and he scores. Gunther scores to put this one away, and Utah is going to win their first ever National Hockey League game over the Chicago Blackhawks. Dylan Gunther puts the nail in the coffin with his second goal of the game. After a couple nice opportunities for Chicago down the stretch, but in the end, it's not going to be enough. Dude, he hit the corner! Dude, the Hawks hit like 4 posts in this game. Come on. That's ridiculous. So many chances to try and tie this thing up. And they just cannot finish. Dang, dude. Oh, that is just killer. That's a backbreaker right there. Now Pat Maroon's starting to argue with the officials. Oh my goodness. Dude. Yeah, Maroon's heading to the locker room. Yeah, he's done. Oh my God, Pat Maroon is really pissed. He is really pissed. Face-off controlled by Utah after they put this one away. And in a historic night with a packed house, an excited fan base to finally see the product on the field or on the ice, they're all going to leave home happy. And now they score again. It's another goal, and the lead's back up to 3 for Utah. On a deflection in front, it's Krause. And that is the cherry on top. Utah is going to win this game in convincing fashion after they kept it close. But a nice tip from Lawson Krause, and it's 5-2. And so after all the fighting the Hawks did, they're going to go back to the dressing room down 3. And it's a 3-goal loss for the Blackhawks to start the season. The Utah Hockey Club, in their first ever game, find a way, and they're going to win in their home opener, 5-2 over the Chicago Blackhawks. The franchise's history starts with a win at home against a Central Division rival in the Chicago Blackhawks. And it's a good start to the franchise history of the Utah Hockey Club. 5-2 the final score. Utah winners at home in their first ever game, thanks to 2 goals from Dylan Gunther and a shutdown performance from Connor Ingham in clutch time. And that'll be it for us in Utah. Damn. We let a team win in their first game. Yeah, oh God, our next game is against Edmonton? Oh my God, I didn't even realize that. You gotta be kidding me. That cannot, oh my gosh. That is ridiculous. No, it's Winnipeg next. Winnipeg's next. It's a back-to-back on the road. So they got this game, and then, let's see. It's a back-to-back on Friday and Saturday against Winnipeg and Edmonton on the road. Just ridiculous. Ridiculous. It's a 3-game Canadian road trip, too. Because there's a couple days after that they play Calgary. Their home openers against San Jose. And that's still, 10 days away. 9 days away. Man, that is just a brutal way to lose, man. That one stinks. Hawks lose. And, well, they tried. Couldn't get the job done in their first game. And with the outlier being last year, I mean, like they just can't get it done in the season opener. They're getting put on national television for these season openers, and they just can't win. That one hurts too because it's a brand new team. You know, everyone's gonna have your attention. That one's gonna go down in history. You're the first team the Utah Hockey Club ever beats. Yeah, that one just really hurts. Man, tough break, tough night for the Hawks. Sluggish first period really proves to be the difference. And, yeah, there you go. I don't know. And, well, yep. It's just, tough. It's brutal. Not what you're looking for. And, well, yeah. Stinks, but, you know, it's only one game of 82. I'm not gonna get too upset about it. There's a lot more hockey to be played. It's not over. Will not be over. They're gonna be fine. I believe. Anyone has any extra comments, they can drop them in the chat. If not, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here and end the stream here. Thank you guys, actually, for showing up. This was really fun. Really enjoyed doing this for you guys. That was actually really fun to do. Sit and just watch a game with you guys. Call it. Appreciate y'all stopping by. To everyone who stopped by. Vinny Bag of Donuts. NDF. Tilting T Pinball. Thank you all for stopping by and leaving messages. Getting in with the chat and everything. Appreciate it. Hope you all have a good one. And, well, I'll see you guys later. Take care.